Yes, the age-old debate. New build or old build? Which one should you buy? The simple answer, whichever you like. But let's talk seriously. When it comes to buying property, there's no one size fits all answer. Some people buy with strategy in mind. Some are focused on purely the numbers. And for many of us, especially if it's a home for you and your family, emotions come into play. Now, is it wrong to think emotionally? Absolutely not. A friend of mine used to say this: the heart wants what it wants. And here's the thing: when emotions are high, wisdom needs to be higher. Have you ever been so annoyed with someone you wanted to say or do something reckless, but instead you just smiled and walked away? Yeah, that's wisdom holding your emotions in check. That's also what a certain person should have done at the Oscars. But I digress. Now let's talk new builds, because this is where emotion kicks in. There's something special about being the first person to ever live in a place. Everything is shiny, untouched. It feels like a fresh start, and I get it. Especially if you're like me and you grew up in Nigeria or a similar culture. Back home, if someone says they just bought a property, you don't even ask. Of course, it is brand new. Either they just built it brick by brick or they bought it newly completed. So that mindset follows us even here in the UK. We want that brand new experience. And yes, there are advantages or real advantages to having a new build. First, you are the first person to live there. Also, new builds are usually more energy efficient, so you get to save some money on your bills. And again, they are often built in nice and well planned estates. Everything in the property, plumbing, wiring, appliances, everything is brand new. Sounds perfect, right? Well, here's the other side of the story. The complaints about new builds are increasing every year. And here's what buyers are saying based on their experience. Number one, snagging issues. And sometimes there are a lot of them. And this only leads you to paying for unexpected repairs sooner than expected. Again, and this one is the biggest one for me, is the fact that new builds are often overpriced. So for example, you buy a property for X, but the true market value might actually be lower. So instead of the property appreciating straight away over time, it may first drop to match the real market value, and only then will it start climbing back up. Now let's compare that to an older property that is in a good condition. First of all, it might be priced at or even below market value. Secondly, it usually have a stronger build quality. Again, it appreciates way faster compared to new builds, and this allows you to build equity faster, which later you can release through refinancing. And who knows, maybe you can even use that money or that fund to purchase your first investment property. Now, if you're buying your forever home, of course, emotions will play a part. That's absolutely normal. But even there, remember, you're not just buying a place to sleep in. You are acquiring an asset. So it's worth looking at how that asset will perform over time. Personally, I would rather go for a good condition older build. An older build with potential to grow in value than a shiny new build that might lose value before it gains anything. But hey, that's just me. At the end of the day, like I said earlier, it is your choice. What matters is that you understand both sides clearly and make a decision based on your goals and not just your feeling. So, new build or old build? Let me know in the comments what you'd go for and why. If you found this video helpful or it gave you a fresh perspective, what are you waiting for? Click the like button, and hit that subscribe button so that you can see more videos like this. See you in the next one. Bye for now.